Hello everyone, happy Monday. I hope it's been an amazing start to the week for you. I've been to work this morning, I'm home now and I've still got a shed ton of work to be getting on with, but I'm going to do that a little bit later on because I need to process the majority of it because I've had meetings since early this morning and you can get a little bit overwhelmed. Plus, I've got a to-do list the length of, I don't know, it's a very long to-do list. That's my to-do list. This is my meal plan for the week. I done this last night. I just need to find something to have on Saturday night for tea, but it's basically a lot of cleaning. And this morning at about 5 o'clock I did clean the cutlery drawer, so that's all nice and clean. I took everything out, I washed it all and cleaned it, and it's all nice and clean now. So at least I've ticked one thing off, but I've still got quite a bit of work to be getting on with in the house. So we're going to do that today. We're going to get stuck into tidying up and fluffing the cushions. I make it sound like it's, you know, fluffing the cushions. It's stressful and I feel like I'm in a big circle because the house still doesn't feel like it's back to normal, but I think that's because I'm getting work done, and when I'm getting work done I tend to just go, just leave it, because otherwise I'm fighting a losing battle. So we're going to start with putting the dogs' beds in the washing machine. That's the first thing because the weather is perfect and it's a good opportunity to get everything on the line, get it all dry, and then, well, I look at it and I say, and then take your pick. We've got so much that we can be getting on with. I've got the windows, but I can't clean the windows when it's sunny, so I'll probably just do the shutters, but let's get the dogs' beds in the wash anyway. Now, I don't put the entire bed in, I just take the phone out and just wash the cover. Where's your bed, Peg? Where's your bed? And then I put that one down in the dining room for our Peg to lie on in case she wants it, so I'm going to pop that in. I'm going to use my small laundry detergent. So much easier to open the box since I read the instructions, because it was such a fight. It was such a fight to get into that box, but that's because they're all child-proof, so if an adult struggles to get in these boxes, then kids really don't stand a chance. I team it with the small fabric softener. This smells absolutely beautiful and I couldn't recommend it enough. The two together smell beautiful. I will leave all the details down below in case you want to go and check small out, but I highly recommend them. Let's pop this on. They're not heavily soiled. They could probably just have like a little 30-minute wash because I do wash the beds once or twice a week. So I'm going to go for a quick wash on 30 for 34 minutes. Lovely. So I'm going to wash these dishes, get these done, and just give the kitchen a little quick tidy. Oh, look at that. He's even selling it. Oh gosh, I love it. Do you want anything else in this? Right, this has just bleeped, so let's get the dogs' beds out. Oh, they smell gorgeous, you know. They smell so nice. And then I'll use the sponge cloth in there, but I don't ever put the sponge cloth in with the dog's beds because I just like to wash the dog's beds on their own. But I've got another wash to go in when these are on the line. Let's start ticking some things off. So I've washed the dog's beds. They're done. I didn't put the lid back on my pen, so it might just take a sec to come through. I'm just about to clean the sink, so I'm not going to take that off yet, but I'm going to do it now. I don't even know whether you'll be able to see, but there are marks on it. You see this cup stain? I'll give that a nice clean now. Footage is going to be shocking because it's just too sunny and bright, but the sink is nice and clean. Let's tick that off. Now it does say both, so I'm going to have to clean the utility sink, but I've got tea towels. I'll show you, because you might think I'm telling porkies. I've got tea towels and laundry to go into the washing machine, but I wanted to do the dog's beds first, so I'm going to pop this into the machine now and clean this sink. I've popped them clothes into the washing machine so I can give this a nice little clean. So a quick squirt in there, give this a clean. Also spray this, I'll show you, but I spray this sink because obviously it's the dog sink. It's where I wash the water bowls. In this sink and I store, like, you know, used tea towels or cloths in here if the washing machine's in use. So I give this a little spray with the Zoflora disinfectant mist. I just give a little spray over and that kills any germs that's there. And I'm also going to use it on the dog's bed, the foam insert. I'll take this out into the garden. I'll give it a little spray with the Zoflora disinfectant mist on both sides. And then I know that this is nice and clean and germ free as well. I'll give this a nice little spray just like that, and you don't have to do anything. You just spray it on the surface, and you can actually use this on your sofa and things like that too. I don't though, because as you are aware, my dogs jump up on the sofa and you can't use Zoflora around your pets. It needs to be dry. So when I spray the dog's beds with it, I'll make sure it's outside and I won't bring it back in until half an hour or so. I know that the bed's dry, but it smells gorgeous. That's a very fresh lemon smell. It smells beautiful. So now we can tick off both sinks on the list. Next thing I'm going to do is the hob and extractor. Now the hob isn't too bad. It is marked, you just can't see them very well, like here and here. Well, it's very marked. And then the extractor, I need to clean these because this side, I showed these in another video that I was doing, and you can tell that this side doesn't really get used much. Peg's just saying hello everyone in her little snoring voice. I use this side a lot more, so I'm going to pop these into some hot soapy water, and then I'm going to use my Peg, you're so rude. And then I'm going to use my new little brush to clean them. Little splash of washing liquid. Right, that's the hob done. I've also done the glass. Now I'm going to swap the head that I've got on this. That one is what I use on the washing machine, but I'm going to use the bigger head on the extractor frame. Oh, should I use the little pointy one? I think this one's going to be best. Now I've got them in hot soapy water. So let's have a little look. This is the one that's marked. Give it an extra little helping hand. I'll put a little spot of washing liquid on there.
Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Everyone always keep falling in love again, but
disgusting. Oh. Oh my gosh. Look at all that. Let me zoom it out. That really is disgusting, the amount of rub that has got off. Ugh. Oh, I'm going to have to rinse this off because it's just absolutely disgusting. Oh, look at it. Ugh. It's nice and clean now, but oh my gosh, that was disgusting. And no doubt this one will be the same. These brushes are just unreal, honestly. Best thing I've bought for little hard to reach places or anything like that. I will pop those back in once they're dry, but obviously they need to be bone dry before I put them back. But that's something else we can tick off the list. So we've done the hob and the extractor, which is 2 jobs, but I've got it down as 1. I've still got cabinet doors, declutter bottom drawer. I've even told myself good luck with that. I can't do the windows because it's too sunny. I can do the shutters and the blinds. I can polish the glass and I can fluff the sofas and chairs. So I think now I'm going to fluff the sofas and the chairs. This chair's okay. Ollie's left his sunglasses there and I've left mine there. But this is the basic setup for this room because this is to stop our dolly jumping up onto the arm and just barking out the window. But we fluffed the sofa, so the sofa is nice and tidy. I have fluffed this chair. I'll just give it a little spray just to make it smell all nice. That's it. Now that's another job I can tick off the list. Right, we have fluffed the sofa and I've tidied up. I'm genuinely too hot to carry on. Like, I don't even think you'll be able to see it, but I'm so hot. I can't cope with how hot I am. So if it cools down a little bit, it's 2:45. If it cools down a little bit, I'll get the rest of those jobs done, but I'm just too warm. So I'm just going to sit down for half an hour, get a little bit more work done, and then probably start doing tea. I've had a little sit down. It's now 3:05, if my watch will come into focus. Well, it's 3:05 anyway. I'm going to tackle the shutters. I'm just going to get them done. It'll take me 5 minutes. And I haven't used these for a long time when I was clearing out the boxes from moving. So I'm going to use them and I'm going to show you what they are. Because they're not dirty. These. I've got loads of them somewhere, but I've got 2. I'm going to keep one clean because I'll use that for the banister, but I'm going to use this one on the shutters. And I'm not going to get the ladder out, I'm going to use the footstool to stand on. I'm 2 shutters in and look at the dust. You see the dust on there? Do you know what though? I am absolutely roasting, stood in the window. It's just too hot. Who cleans their house when we're mid heat wave and even my hands sweating in there? Like, oh, do you know what? I can't do it. It's literally, it's far too hot for me to even stand in the window. Like, what is the temperature right now? It's 35 degrees. And being stood in front of the window is like being stood in front of a magnifying glass. I can't do it. The first time ever, I've gone, I genuinely cannot clean the shutters, it's too warm. I've got all the windows open. I haven't opened the skylights because I feel like they just let too much heat in. But I'm just too hot. Like, I'm itchy hot. My skin's coming out in prickly heat and I haven't even been in the sun. So I'm gonna give up the cleaning for now because it's just too warm. Look at the dogs. Peg's got the right idea. She usually lies here, so she gets the draft from the back door under the sofa and it hits her here. There's only our Noah who... Noah? I'm talking about you. There's only our Noah who loves to be snug and warm, and you, Dolly. But our Peg is so warm. Dolly, you're roasting as well, aren't you? Are you too warm, doll? Give me winter any day over this hot, sticky, like I am. Oh, I can't tell you how much I love winter. I'm the person that would rather be too cold than too hot because you can just warm yourself up. But when you are a lady of a certain age, the last thing you want is to be roasting, and I am roasting. So I'm going to sit down and I don't even care if it's the 18th of July. It's Christmas in July and I am now going to sit and write down some little bullet points for Vlogmas because I am doing Vlogmas again this year and I'm so excited for it. I can't wait, but I want to try and do something a little bit different, and I've got quite a few ideas which I'm not going to share because you never know who's watching and they might steal them. But I've got a couple of ideas for Vlogmas that hopefully will inspire you, motivate you and get you in the mood for Christmas and give you a little bit of Christmas spirit. So I'm going to sit down and do that. I think I'm going to do my little bit of work that I've got to do. Well, I say a little bit of work, I've got a pile of work, about this much work to do for my real job. So I'm going to get that done, but I'm going to work on my Christmas content. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I think what sparked it was I cleared out the shed yesterday. It was lovely. I keep going a little bit dizzy. I'm going to have to sit down. I'm only going dizzy because I'm too hot. That's all it is. But I sorted the shed out yesterday, and when I was clearing it out, you're on the wonk. When I was clearing it out, I was clearing it to make room for the Bolton Hill Christmas tree. Because it's the flip tree, it won't fit in my loft hatch. The loft hatch is very small in our house, so the Christmas tree wouldn't fit. Plus, it's attached, so it's stored in the shed. So I cleared all the shed out yesterday, and I came across my nutcrackers. And it just made me feel so Christmassy seeing them. So that's kind of made me feel even more Christmassy, because this year I cannot wait to decorate that Christmas tree. I'm going to sit anyway for 20 minutes rather than ramble into the camera. But what I would love you to do is leave me a comment down below of what you would love to see in Vlogmas, or what you enjoy seeing in Vlogmas. Or if you've got any ideas, leave them in the comments down below for me, because I'll write them in my book and I'll do my best to to accommodate your requests. It's gone a little tiny bit cooler, only a tiny bit. It's definitely cooler. It's nearly 10 to 4 and I love this watch, you know. £15 from TK Maxx and I just love it. I mean, you don't need to spend out a fortune. You don't even want to tell the time. It doesn't have to be a fancy pants watch. But for £15, I absolutely love it. You know, I haven't took it off my wrist because I was having a reaction off the Apple Watch, which I've never had before, but I think it's down to the hot flushes, if I'm being completely honest. It's definitely down to the hot flushes, but I'm just drying the extractor grills to get them back in the kitchen. And I'm probably going to start tea because Ollie will be in from work shortly. Big Lee is on a late tonight, so it'll just be Lee and I for tea. But does anybody else struggle with what to cook when the weather is roasting hot like this? I tell ya, there is not much Norwegian and Swiss in me. I think it works out about 17%, but it is predominantly in me. What's the word? Like, it's in my, I say it's in my genes, and Lee goes, I thought your jeans were from America, dear Levi's, and I go, oh ha ha. But it's in my genes to just want snow on the ground and crisp cold weather. Like, to think that I am predominantly Irish at about 60%, and then the rest is little bits of everything else. But like, the true core of me is definitely more Norwegian and Scandi, because give me cold weather any day and I'm happy. I'm not a holiday lover. I don't love to go on holiday, although I do want to visit the places that are part of me and part of who I am. So Stockholm, Switzerland, Norway, all those places I really do want to visit, and I really need to try and work on my anxiety with going away, because I've touched on it before and spoken about it. I don't really like going on holiday. It's not something that I find enjoyable, even slightly. But I really do want to go and visit those places, because I instantly feel connected to those places as soon as I see them, especially Norway. And believe it or not, there's only, I think there's 17% in my DNA. But for me, I feel like it's a part of me that I need to go and visit and see. Philadelphia is on there because my granddad was from Philadelphia. However, I don't plan on traveling that far right now. I might when I come to retirement, but right now I don't want to. But Switzerland, Norway and Stockholm are definitely 3 places. And you know what? I love Ollie's visited them all. He's visited them all, and he's one that wants to travel the world and see everywhere. Whereas me, I'm like, I just want to stay at home. I just want to stay at home, but that's down to anxiety and flying. I have an incredible fear of flying. I have an incredible fear of flies and everything. So it's something that I need to work on. I can drive anywhere. Put me in a car and I'll drive anywhere. You know, I'd drive to London and back and I wouldn't turn a hair to it. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. Ask me to go on a plane and it's a different story. I kid you not, it's just been teeming with rain. And it's scorching hot. That is bizarre. I've just gone to get the dog's beds off the washing line. The bone dry. This was practically stuck to the washing line. But look at this. Look at your cheeky bit. Look at you sunbathing. I took these out of the garden shed last night and left them on the table, and they've all melted and collapsed. Oh no. Oh gosh, they've all melted. I need to get them in the shade. What, you? Cheeky. You're cheeky. Yeah, you. I don't want the wax to go anywhere, so I'm going to put them down there because I don't want it to mark, but oh, they've melted. All my candles have melted, Peg. I don't care, she said. Oh, Noah. Aren't you too warm, Noah? Hey? Aren't you too warm? Hey? No. We love the sunshine, Mum. Ollie's just got home from work and he said, all of the drivers for other companies, because the temperatures have soared today and been so hot, a lot of the companies have sent their drivers home, whereas Ollie didn't get sent home. It's 5 to 5, he's just walked in the door. I've put his uniform in the washing machine, and he said, do you know what we got told, Mum? I said, what's that? He said, we weren't told we could go home, we got told to go and get an ice pop. And he said, I said to them, what time can I go and get an ice pop? I'm sorry for laughing. What time can I go and get an ice pop? It is scorching hot, to be fair. It's incredibly warm. I think it's about 39 degrees now, and I don't want to keep going on about the weather. But they said, you can't go home. Go and get an ice pop. He's fuming, bless him. So he's now sitting in the garden having a little relax. His pizza's in the oven. I'm not going to show you because he's got no top on, he's only got his shorts on out there. But he's okay anyway, he's fine. I don't even know whether I've got any lolly ices in the freezer. I've got Diet Cokes in the fridge and I've got ice. So I'll do him a nice cold drink now and cool him down a little bit. Just peeled and chopped some melon as well and put that into the fridge, so I'll go and take him this, cool him down a bit. I actually worry about myself sometimes because just close that because Ollie's playing music out there and I end up with the copyright off YouTube. It's the 18th of July today and I've been busy trying to work on these work notes to do with work for the next few weeks, which will take us into August. Not paying a blind bit of attention, getting some work done. It's currently 20 to 6 and caught a glimpse of the 18th, not realising it's the 18th of July and not August. Went into full-blown panic thinking I'd forgotten our Poppy's birthday and done a whole Instagram story with the song, pictures of our Pop that I've had for years, and I'm like, happy birthday Pop, I love you so much. Poppy's birthday is next month, not this month. So I posted the story and then messaged our Denny and said, Denny, I've only just realised it's our Poppy's birthday. I'm so sorry. If you're seeing her today or tomorrow, I'll fly a card round. Just let me know if you're seeing her today or tomorrow and I'll fly a card round. He went, he rang me, you divvy. It's not a birthday till next month. I went, oh, I've got a bit of a headache though. The heat got to me. And I'm just having one of them moments where I go, maybe I need to just sit down and have a rest. Because I genuinely thought it was August. Even though I know we're in July. I'm blaming work because I've just been consumed with the next few weeks' work and a little bit stressed about it. So, not YouTube, my work, but I'm going to take a minute to sit down. I don't really feel like having a hot meal, so I'm just going to have some fruit and yogurt, sit down, and then I'll probably have a sandwich a little bit later because, you know, when you just have one of them moments, so I've had to delete the post off of Instagram, which also ties over to Facebook. Can't believe I've just done that, honestly. I don't usually come on in my jammies. It's, well, I've took my watch off. It's late. It's about half 8, quarter to 9. It's 20 to 9 and Ollie's just had to get into the loft because he was, look at the state of my hair. I've got a peg in it. I've actually got a peg in my hair because I was just too hot. So let me just see if I can fix this mess. Not that it's going to look any better, but Ollie needed to get in the loft to find his bag for going away because he goes away next week, so he was trying to get all organised because he's off work tomorrow. The lights have just come on and they're on automatic timers, and he just popped his head out the loft and he said, Mum, you've got an obsession with Balsam Hill. And I couldn't hear what he was saying because he's like in the loft trying to pop his head out the hatch. I said, what are you shouting? He said, you have got an obsession with Balsam Hill. He went, I cannot see anything in the loft for Bolton Hill Christmas trees and boxes, and I'm like, it's bad up there. It's bad. Because we were in the process of moving, everything has been pulled out of the alcoves. Are the alcoves recesses? I don't know what you call them, but Lee gets right underneath the recesses to be able to get the Christmas trees and the decorations in there, so they're not in the middle of the floor. But I need to get up there because there is a lot. But right now, I'm getting ready to go to bed, even though it's still sunny outside. Look, it's the most gorgeous summer's evening. I'm gonna go and get a shower. It's too hot to have a bath, so I'm just gonna have a shower. he's got no top on. Peg, he's brought your fan down, look. That nice? Oh, that is gorgeous and cool, isn't it? God, you're sweating. You got a bath suit, it's so warm, isn't it? He's sweating, God love him, but I'm not going to turn the camera out. He's got no top on, and I'm going to go. I'm going to go and get a shower. Good morning, happy Tuesday. I promise, I'm not even going to mention the hot weather because I've been busy editing, and in the part that that's showing a little bit too much boob. Let me move, yeah. I think that's a little bit better there, isn't it? I don't want to be putting anything on show for anybody. I've just been editing the vlog and it's already 43 minutes long, so I'm going to have to cut it back again. I don't know how I'm going to do that, because the last thing you want to do is watch YouTube videos of people just moaning about how hot it is. It's hot. It's that hot. I've got all the shutters closed right throughout the house. I've got all the doors shut. So I'm trying to stop the heat coming in. I've done it upstairs and the front room is really cool. So I do it more for the dogs than anything so that they're comfortable. They're all flat out on the floor, but I'll show you them because they literally are flat out. I've got the fan on for them so it's nice and cool. Oh, look at them. What are you looking at me like that for, Dolly? You look a little bit startled. Dolly's probably thinking, oh, where my mum goes talking to herself again. I'm nice and cool today. I've got a little linen dress on. This is an old one. In fact, it's not an old one. I just bought it about 2 years ago and I've never worn it. It's a Matalan dress, double line, so it's not see-through. And it's just nice and cool in weather like today. I definitely knew I didn't want to wear anything black or anything that was going to attract the heat. I plan on doing absolutely nothing today apart from work, which is what I've been doing most of the morning. The time's marched on. It's currently, it would help if I had a clock that told the time. You're not going to be able to see much because it's going to be very, very dark. But it's currently 1:15. Was you up on that sofa then? Hey, oh, I wish you could smell. I wish you could smell. This smells so nice. I don't want it to steam the lens up on the camera. Doesn't it smell lovely in here? Hey, doesn't it? Open that gate, Mum. I want to see you. Open that gate, Mum. Where have you been, Peg? Where have you been? We are back. Let me just let the dogs out. Let them spend a little penny. Come on then. I've got all the washing on the dime. I've got all the washing on the line because it's a lovely drying day. It's a little bit close, wasn't it? It looks very overcast, but it's a lovely day. I've got my wrap, which is just a normal fajita wrap. A little bit of lighter than light mayonnaise. It probably looks like I put a lot on, but really, that's not a lot. It's just a little gentle squeeze. And I think this is 10 calories per tablespoon. So it's perfect. Gonna put on some baby leaf salad, some cucumber, and then a nice little sprinkle of Cathedral City. Right. Then we're gonna fold the ends in. Fold it over. It's jam-packed. And there we have a nice healthy chicken wrap.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. Take a look at the help section in your Alexa app.
Okay. sort that in a minute, because right now I'm going to get myself a nice cold Diet Coke out the fridge and I'm going to munch this. Let's have a little try. I think the cheese would have melted a little bit now. That is so nice. Today is Thursday. I did vlog yesterday, but I don't think that the footage is going to be any good because I vlogged on my new camera. And I think the car footage is okay, but the rest of it is just... I need to look at the settings and how to work the Sony camera because it's just too shaky to use. But I've been to work this morning. I have been to Sainsbury's to do a bit of shopping and could not believe what I seen in Sainsbury's. So I needed silver foil, and I don't know whether you're familiar with Sainsbury's, but I meandered down the laundry aisle because the silver foil's at the bottom on the left. And what did I find? A whole small counter in Sainsbury's. So if you're looking for small laundry detergent, it is all available in Sainsbury's. I'll insert a little clip now for you to have a little look. Look what I've just found in Sainsbury's. They have a full small counter with the laundry detergent. So if you didn't want to order online, you can come to Sainsbury's and get it here. How amazing is that? But here's the thing, if you want a trial Small's laundry detergent, you can use my link down below. Not sponsored, although I have previously worked with Small. I'll leave my link down below, and I'm pretty sure you can still get a sample of their laundry detergent for free. So check the link out down below, and I will show you what I bought from Sainsbury's if you really want to see what I bought from Sainsbury's. But this smells beautiful. It was currently on offer, and it's mallow and rose milk. Our creamiest lager, enriched with our signature blend. It smells gorgeous. So I can't wait to have a nice bath with that tonight. I picked up some full fat milk for Ollie and some Cheerios, tea bags of the vanilla and chocolate. No, vanilla with dark chocolate sprinkles. The lighter than light yogurts that I have on my fruit of a morning, and I absolutely love them. So I got 5 of those, and they were currently on offer for 40p in Sainsbury's. And I also picked up a cheese and onion sandwich fillet for Lee's carry out. That's one bag done. We have one more bag. Silver foil, which was what I was really low on. I could finally get some hot dog rolls. Couldn't get these for love nor money last week at all. And I got these last week when the weather was hot, and they're just a Ye Old Oak gourmet hot dog. I won't eat these, but I got them for Lee and Lee because Big Lee loves them, especially if you fry them off a little bit with a bit of fry light in the frying pan and make the shell a little bit crispy. But what I thought I would do was pop them in the air fryer and see if that crisps them up a touch with a little bit of mustard or tomato ketchup and some chopped fried onions, and that's a really easy tea for them. So it's like one of them cop-out ones where you can't be bothered cooking too much, but you know if you make hot dogs, they're all going to get full up on them. So it's a nice, quick, easy snack for them if the weather's hot and you don't want to be standing over the cooker, sweating, cooking a full meal. Hot dogs and onions are perfect. I picked up another 2 packets of the wraps because we go through these like you wouldn't believe. And these are just ideal for carry-outs with cheese and ham in, or a bit of chicken tikka. You can put anything in them really, and they're really nice. Speaking of chicken tikka, I picked up a chicken tikka breast and a packet of honey roast ham, some crab sticks, which are great bargaining tools with the dogs if they don't come in or they're just misbehaving and they say, do you want a crab stick? They come running. Can you see them, Toni? She could be the little evil eye down there. What did you just say then, Mum? Did you say what I thought you said then? She's watching. I've got to try and zoom in for you to see her. She's watching every single thing that I'm doing. There we go. Oh, now my viewfinder's going to fall off. The minute I touch this camera, it starts falling apart. Right, I got some strawberries, some bananas, a packet of bacon, bag of lettuce, some cheese, some blueberries, some pork breakfast meat, which is what Peg gets because she can't eat the hard crunchy biscuits that the dogs have, so she gets one of those. Cucumber, and 3, if I can get them out, 3 honeydew melons. If you're thinking what I'm thinking, leave me a comment down below. And it's not rude, it's from one of my favourite movies of all times. If you know, you know. And that is everything that I got from Sainsbury's. That's just some little essentials that I needed for Lee and Lee's carry out. Some fruit, because the fruit just doesn't last long in this house. And a couple of little snacks. So I spent a grand total of, I've no idea because I didn't keep the receipt, so I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But I'm going to put all this away now and do Lee's carry out for him because he's on a late tonight. And then I've still got a ton of work to do. I've been snowed under with work. I feel like, you know, when you feel like you've got steam coming out your ears, that's the way that I feel. So I'm going to put all this food away. I took my work pants off because I just don't want to cook and lounge about in them. So I thought I'll take them off and, you know, not get any grease stains on them. It's at 5 to 4, Ollie's on his way home from work. So I'm making him some hot dogs. I've got 2 in the air fryer. I'm going to chop a little bit of onion, fry that off nicely, and make him 2 lovely big hot dogs for when he gets in. I'm also listening to my playlist on Spotify, and I'll link it down below for anybody who may want just how long is it? So in my favourites, it's an hour and 53 minutes, but you can skip the songs that you don't like. But if you love a little bit of R&B, and I mean like old school R&B, like Sade, Trey Songz, Neo, Charlie Baltimore, Kelly Rowlands, Tyrese. If you love any of that style of music, then you're gonna love this playlist. It's an amazing playlist, and right now I'm gonna listen to You Give Good Love by Whitney Houston, because who doesn't love that song? I love it. I put them in for 5 minutes. They're well done. That is a minuscule amount of onions. And I've got his bread rolls, which I'm going to pop some ketchup in and get them out. I'll never make it as a barmaid. Look at that. I butchered that. Look at that for timing. Here he is. Done. Dinner served, so.
Well done, yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Hello. Hello, boy. I cooked the hot dogs in the air fryer, as you've just seen, so I'll let you know if Ollie enjoys them out of the air fryer. You wash your hands. It's just something different, isn't it? And a nice, quick, tasty meal, because he's going to the gym shortly, so you'll enjoy them. 5 minutes in the air fryer, 25 minutes washing up. Done. Now I'm going to dry these, put the air fryer away and sit down. I've just realised you're probably thinking, what are you eating, Tony? Well, before Lee left for work, I made us ham and cheese salad sandwiches on Hovis 50/50. Plus we had a late lunch today. We didn't have it until around 12:30, 1:45, and that was our full English breakfast. So I'm just about to make myself some fruit and yogurt, because I'm a little bit peckish, but I'm not hungry enough to eat a full-blown meal. I can always happily eat a bit of fruit and yogurt. It's gone really warm, and I always eat my fruit and yogurt out of a plastic tub. I don't know what it is. I've got plenty of bowls, but I just prefer to eat the fruit out of a plastic tub. Looking a bit like I haven't got a bowl in the house, but that's okay. I don't like it when you see a little hole going into a strawberry. You instantly think, what has been living in there? So I cut them little pieces off and I saved them for the dogs so they can have them. Ollie thoroughly enjoyed his hot dogs. I think when the weather's warm, it's just, you just don't feel like a big hot meal, do you? You just want something that's not too filling, not too fussy. And that's Lee's idea of the perfect meal. I've just sent pictures of it over to Bigley because Bigley loves hot dogs as well. And knows how he'll message me back and tell me I'm evil because he's in work and can't have crispy hot dogs out the air fryer. I tell you what, it's definitely worth investing in an air fryer because you can just do so much with it, and mine was not expensive at all. Mine's off Amazon and I think I paid about £40 for it maybe. It wasn't expensive anyway, but it's absolutely brilliant if you just want to cook something quick and you don't want to stand over the oven. They're probably a lot more cost effective, you know, with the price of lecky and gas going up so much. It's probably more cost effective. I was going to have an apple, but I'm just going to have the strawberries and blueberries. I think that's plenty. Or do I want the apple? I don't know, I'll just have the apple. I've already got it out, so I might as well have it. But yeah, the price of fuel now doesn't even bear thinking of, does it? And then we're in for another rise again in October, so I think that's when people are really going to feel the pinch. Not that they're not feeling it now, because I'm pretty sure everybody is feeling it, but I think in October the weather cools down, we've got winter, and not only that, we've got Christmas, and it doesn't even bear thinking of, does it? Because you just worry that people are going to end up in financial difficulty trying to keep the house warm, and it's so sad that the world is that way. It really is. And I worry for the elderly, because even as it stands, the elderly don't like using a lot of electric and gas, and I genuinely feel worried for them. The world's crazy. Right, where are yous? Anybody want any strawberry? Peg? Strawberry? Do you want strawberry? Hey, I don't know, Mum. We should go have a little think about that. Do you want strawberry? I know you want strawberry, Dolly. You're such a good girl. Yeah, Peg. In your own time. Age before beauty, Dolly, isn't it? Noah! I've got your baby! Strawberries! Oh, Mum! Here you go. All gone. All gone. She loves strawberries. It's only literally the tips, or if they're a little bit soft, I give them to the dogs. And they love it. It also makes it look like I've got loads in this little plastic tub, but it's about 7 strawberries, about 12 blueberries, a pink lady apple and a yoghurt, and it's just lovely, especially in this warm weather. They just love it when Mum's got fruit, don't you? Oh, you've had your strawberries. You okay, Missy? Hey, are you okay? You ate your din-dins, didn't you? But you didn't eat it all. No, you didn't eat all your din-dins, did you? Hey. You're a beautiful girl. And you're a beautiful boy, aren't you? Oh. What's trouble, yeah? Hey? Tell your mum. Nothing's troubling me. What? What? Where's your ball? You're telling me you want your ball. I don't know where it is. It's usually under the chair. What have you done with it? What have you done with it? It's your ball. Find it, Mum. Find it, Mum. Find it, Mum. It's not under there. It's not under there anyway. I'll find your ball. Come on. Here it is. I found it. Oh, it's always in one of the hardest to reach corners, isn't it? There you go.